be presenting Case A, Office Warehouse Inc. for the order entry scenario. In my group, we have Anum, Hafsa, myself, Pallak, and Suvethika, and we can't wait to share our findings today. This is the table of contents. I'll be speaking about Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3 thoroughly today. Let's get started with Part 1. First, I'll be talking about the market segment. Office Warehouse Inc.'s objective is to provide office products that are in high demand regularly and that are sold in bulk, which allows businesses to either use the office supplies for personal use or to retail them. Office Warehouse Inc.'s market target is the government, nonprofit, or profit organization, small businesses, schools, and employees. They are the target market because they use office supplies such as pens, stick, notes, desks, and etc. regularly. Next, I'll be talking about some operation strategies that Office Warehouse uses. Some of the strategies they use are quality-based, marketing strategies, suppliers, and time-based strategies. By providing high-quality products that Office Warehouse does, customers are more likely to be loyal to the company and come back. Some marketing strategies used are to draw in customers by providing new equipment that have attractive features. Suppliers also make sure that the products are delivered on a timely manner, which attracts customers to purchase from them again, as customers will get their products delivered on time and in great condition. Moving on. For Office Warehouse, there is a limited amount of customer contact because you merely place orders to the phone and the clerk completes the initial formalities. In terms of the nature of the output, it's different for every customer as it depends on the supplies that they order. However, what is same for all customers is delivery of the supplies and the efficiency of the supplies. Continuing. Some competitive priorities that Office Warehouse prioritizes are cost, quality, time, and flexibility dimensions. Office Warehouse sets the price on their products to be competitive in order to provide good quality products that have reduced costs for customers and low shipping costs for them. They provide good quality products that help customers be loyal as they know that what they're receiving will be in great condition. Another competitive priority is time. They make sure the products are delivered as quickly as possible, which attracts customers to purchase their products again. The last competitive priority that Office Warehouse uses is flexibility dimension, which allows customers to order as much as products that they want in a variety of sizes. As for capabilities, Office Warehouse has the same price as competitors. Since they are a warehouse, their flexibility is one of their biggest advantages as they can make large changes with their huge amount of clients. All clients are assigned IDs to reserve customer records from their database in an orderly manner. Continuing on. Some order winners that make Office Warehouse clients loyal are low cost, consistent quality, delivery speed, variety, and volume flexibility. Some order qualifiers that Office Warehouse has are financial capital, trucks, employees, electricity, heat, water, and storage flexibility. In order to be successful, Office Warehouse needs financial capital to purchase items such as machinery, other products, and they also need trucks to deliver their products on time and need employees to put in those orders. They need storage to keep the office supplies, and they need electricity, heat, and water as they're fundamental in any workplace. Now we'll be talking about the diagrams. We first have the table of attendees, which briefly talks about the activities that are conducted in the order entry process. Next, there's a context diagram which shows the order entry process. Next, there is a physical data flow diagram which shows more specifically where the data is stored in the order entry process in greater detail. Here is the flow chart diagram which shows the order entry process in more detail and exactly where the data goes. Now We're talking about part 2. Office warehouse goals are to earn a profit, to be productive, and provide a good quality of service. Their main goal is to make a profit by selling large quantities of office supplies to customers at a reasonable price, which the system does well as it's easy to buy the supplies. Another organizational goal is to make sure the productivity is good by making sure that the products that are purchased are delivered in a timely manner, which is achieved by the fast order entry process. Lastly, another goal is to make the quality of the service and the products that are purchased to be in good condition and to allow customers to be happy, be loyal, and keep coming back to Office Warehouse to make their purchases. Furthermore, the security of information for Office Warehouse is that there are limited thefts, break-ins, and there have been no reports of fraudulent activities in the system. And to ensure this is because information is saved and filed under the sales event, inventory, customer master data, and the accuracy and security information of all data is secured safely under all of those data stores. Next, we will be talking about resources and the validity of information. In terms of resources for Office Warehouse, warehouse equipments are used, such as trucks and storage policies through which inventory is imported, and this makes sure the business is running, and employees like the clerk ensure that the order is completed, and employees at the warehouse ensure that they're packaged for pickup. The system is updated on the manufacturer and knows when it's time to restock. Next is the validity of information, and this ensures that the orders and customers associated with the orders are valid by making sure that their data match up. And also, through this process, a customer acknowledgement is printed to ensure that the customer is always informed. Now we'll be talking about part 3. Our first recommendation is to change the ordering system to an online ordering system, which entails to digitize and propagate the ordering process, which is highly crucial because it helps prevent incorrect input information such as address, product, or quantity that can happen with the order entry clerk because of human error. And because there will be way more or less errors, it will entail us to have a reduced number of returned orders, and we can see that in the presentation in the cost benefit analysis coming up. And finally, as we are depending on technology, this will definitely increase productivity, and as there will be no order entry clerk, it will definitely decrease labor costs. As we can see in the scenario for Office Warehouse, there is definitely a lack of efficiency and effectiveness in terms of the products being delivered. Hence, we are recommending featurifying this process, which is creating a tracking system with all of the products, which enables customers to track their items and the companies to hold customers accountable, which will decrease the number of unpaid orders, returned orders, and delayed orders. And further in presentation, we'll really go through the cost-benefit analysis on how this recommendation will help in the cost for the Office Warehouse and will overall help the company to make customers more accountable and decrease the number of errors we have going on right now. Now we'll be quickly going over how the table of entities and context diagram changed for the online ordering system. And as you can see in the table of entities, there's a removal of the customer ID and name and order. And now customers are able to place an order to immediately start the order entry process instead of using an order entry clerk. For the physical data flow diagram, there's an elimination of order entry clerk, eliminated unnecessary labor cost, and reduced human errors. For the flow chart, the main difference is that we're now only focused on the computer and the mailroom clerk, and this is extremely effective because it increases customer satisfaction with overall experience while we're using the new technology. There is no change in diagrams because there is not a change in process, but just a change in inventory. By retrying this process, we will allow customers and the company to track the purchases, which will make it easier for them to catch any errors and the customer to be satisfied. Now we'll be having a quick discussion regarding the cost-benefit analysis, which was used to compare the original costing with our two core recommendations of online ordering and the inventory management system. As you can see, there has been a decrease in both recommendations compared to the original cost, which means the recommendation should be taken seriously. Specifically for the online ordering system, there's a saving of about $118,750, and for the inventory management system, there's been a savings of about $262,500. Lastly, you can see on the screen we did a productivity analysis with our original procedure and our online ordering system because that will be the only one that has labor in mind. So as you can see, the labor productivity increased from 119.73 hours to 478.93 per hour, which is an amazing increase, and you can see that in the MP, which it increased from a 3.76 to a 5.07, which shows that taking this online ordering system will be definitely beneficial when using a productivity lens. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation, and hope you have a great day.